Yep. On we go. Ready, Bob?
Yeah. You want some Vaseline on top of this now that it's rubbed in?
Yeah.
Do you understand what's going on here?
Oh, what I've read in the paper.
What do you think about it?
I think it's a great idea. I think it's neat.
Your glasses.
Look like goddamn Rommel or something.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm ready for that dust storm today when it hits.
Scott Whitting is a Green Beret and a natural-born adventurer. Scott likes to be where the action is, likes the whitewater canoe in uncharted areas of Canada. He's what psychologist John Wilson calls an action junkie.
I'm a funeral director in a family business. I think that so often the Vietnam veteran is stereotyped, you might say, as a dependent of society, because he's just portrayed so frequently that way. And I think if we can portray the fact that we're Vietnam veterans and we're successful to one degree or another, we would like to establish some sort of help on a one-to-one basis. Vietnam veterans helping Vietnam veterans. I think that will, create a very positive image for all of us involved. Well, it makes me feel ready to go another 15 when I hear that.
2 lights after that.
One guy came out of the car.
Butter.
Way to go, guys! We're proud of you!
Melted butter.
How many million years have those things been there?
What a deal, huh?
Yeah.
God, isn't this beautiful? 72-mile mark, right here. 72-mile mark. Are you gonna make it?
I have to low crawl. I have to low crawl on this.
They chose Death Valley as the very name conjures up images of hardships, struggle, and despair. Yet the mention of that chilly name evokes another image, one in which eagles soar and the human heart remains undaunted. For the name Death Valley embodies the indomitable spirit of the American pioneer. We welcome these courageous men to our valley and cordially invite them to a barbecue on Saturday, February 19th at noon.
To the sky, the Vietnams are coming by. Vietnams are coming by.
There they are, Mama.
Veterans Outreach Counselor Bob Cook will never forget this day.
Marching in Furnace Creek, it was a real emotional experience for me. I had tears rolling down my eyes. The pride I felt just marching along, walking in there and just seeing that genuine outpouring of caring. To hear that band, I mean, it was the parade that we always sort of joke about that you never got.
They're not young at all. They're in the Middle Ages. It makes me feel awful.
It surely does make me feel very proud to be a Vietnam veteran, but probably more important, to be very proud to be an American. Thank you very much. World War
War II veteran wants you to know all Americans are proud of you.
Hey, great. You guys are all right. Thank you very much.
Proud of you.
Thanks for coming out.
When I get back home, what I'm going to do, this is all over with, I'm just going to grow old gracefully.
Oh, yeah. That's my Gatorade, pal.
You like
Pal.
You see how he did that, pal?
How did you
But not, I just have, my toenails are all blistered up. As soon as I stopped running, I didn't have the pain, and then my legs didn't tighten up.
That's what I was going to say. We don't get any. I don't get any tightness. Do you find that?
No, I didn't get no
John, I
tightness.
got a better idea.
Just a little weariness.
Yeah,
John?
we all had that.
His twin brother, what we'll do from now on, we'll put his twin brother in on the last half and him on the first half.
You weren't supposed to know about this.
I heard about it, buddy. I heard about it.
It's always been my opinion that, the Army of Vietnam, was as good as any army that's ever fought in any war, any time, any place. And, being out here this week has really reinforced those beliefs. For many years, I was very upset by the fact that Vietnam veterans were unfairly and inaccurately, portrayed in the media. And I hope that, some way this project will set the record straight.
For me, for Buffalo, this just says one more time to a whole lot of people that I really believe do care when they're reminded that Vietnam veterans can set their minds to something, get it done, and don't quit, and are the best workers they can have.
I think the message that we've relayed here by us coming together like this for the past week will be helpful for other Vietnam veterans that are in managerial supervisory jobs throughout the country. Maybe open their eyes and ears to the fact that their fellow veterans are out there and need maybe a little bit more attention and assistance. Maybe should be given a little bit more consideration when jobs hiring is being done. Maybe they'll take into consideration what we've done here, that they might be hiring some of the same type of people, because there's an awful lot of us out there.
I know our cause is for the Vietnam veteran, but we got to keep in mind about these other people that are hungry too.
To demonstrate that to the general American public, at a sense that we feel that this is our way of reaching out to them and making an effort to really get on this nation of dealing with the healing experience that's necessary around Vietnam.
A lot of us, when we first came back, went through a variety of individual personal circumstances and experiences, and for me, I chose to deal with those circumstances by going off into the mountains and living alone for about 9 years. And living in situations like that, you get to think that you're alone and nobody understands where you're coming from, that you're a distinct loner, that nobody can understand you, nobody's had similar experiences, nobody really cares what you've gone through, actually, because they don't understand. But coming back here, I've had a chance to talk with some of the guys and realizing that I'm not alone, that guys have had similar experiences, and that's been refreshing, it's been encouraging, it's been really great to feel the similar experiences that we've had, and in sharing some of them, we've learned to care about each other.
We come from many backgrounds and many facets of life, and I feel that what America really needs is a revival, both spiritually and both naturally, to bring us back together again. I think we need to get back down to the basics and try to take off from there and build a foundation off of the things that our money says, "In God we trust." I think that's where we need to start off at.
And I'd just like to tell other veterans that if you've got any energy to give, then reach out to people in your community, other veterans that are having problems, or if you're a guy that needs some help, then ask for it. Just come on out and ask for it, because there's a lot of guys around who want to help out and to start this network and to help each other, the brotherhood we had before, carry it on for the future.
When we got together, we seemed to have some sort of instant bonding agent or cement that brought us together. And I think that agent or cement was the fact that we wanted to demonstrate that with a positive attitude and in a team effort that we could take on a tremendously challenging effort and be, in my opinion, very, very, very successful. I'm very proud that I was a part of the team, and I'm proud that I'm an American.
As we were running down the road, people talking about non-American people, I don't think a car passed us without beeping his horn and waving their hands. I thought that was really tremendous. It really gave me a boost, I know, and I hope it gave everybody here a boost, because there is an America out there.
I was thinking last night about everything that we've done since we've been here, and as Bob said, one of the biggest things we've done is one of our things we've attempted to do is to get each of us to begin to look outside of ourselves. And not only that, but to demonstrate to other Vietnam vets to look outside of ourselves and to come out of that shell that a lot of us have put ourselves into. And one of the main purposes of my life has been to, when people to get outside of themselves, one of the sources, the areas that they should look at is to God. And one of the things that makes it easier is to know that God is a loving, caring God, a forgiving God.
Amen.
It makes it a little bit easier to take that risk. And we've gone through an awful lot. We've gone through a lot of risk here. Each of us have opened up to each other. Each of us have given part of ourselves to each other. But the personal thing that I'd like to leave each of you with is from me, is some favorite verses of mine. It's from 15th chapter of John. It says, "These things have I spoken unto you, that your joy might be full, my joy might remain in you. This is my commandment, that you love one another, as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends."
morning of the last day.
All right, let me get back here. Get up here, 6, right? Yeah.
I think there were ethics in the way we dealt with the media as well. Some media were suspicious. They thought that we might be out to prove something, that there could be a macho thing to this. It wasn't an endurance contest. It wasn't something that we put together, do the run at the hottest time of the day to see how long everybody could last, to run until you fell. That wasn't it at all.
These people are all very supportive, aren't they? Yeah.
One thing that Vietnam taught most of us is that life's a very, very precious thing, and you got to make the most of it.
Yeah, it is kind of strange. Hey, John. Think about it. It's like kind of like leaving Nam and the guys you're with. You know, you're glad to be going home a little bit, but you're gonna miss the closeness that you had.
I feel like we're all leaving, we're sharing ourselves, and we're leaving a part of each other with one another. You know, we're not just going back as the same people that came out here.
When I finish the run, I expect to see how much I've grown through this whole experience, and that has to do with like living at the limits. This is pushing oneself and living at those limits that that each of us have set for ourselves in our lives. And it's those imaginary boundaries where we say, well, I can't go beyond this. And something like this that we're involved in now is pushing you out beyond that, you know, to where you say, well, maybe I can go out. Let me just venture out, risk a little bit, and start exploring around those limits that I've set for myself. And maybe I can get out there and I find out I can do more than I thought I could. And that's when growth happens.
And salute.
40 miles, 50 miles, 50 miles, 60 miles, 60 miles, 70 miles, 30 miles, 80 miles, 80 miles, 90 miles, 90 miles. Here we go. Here we go. All the way. All the way. Looking good. Looking good. Feeling good. Feeling good.
At last I'm coming home to you. Open up your heart. I need to feel your love.
This is what you've been waiting on, baby.
They made it. Together, they went out and did it, just like they did 10 or 15 years before. They found strength in each other and renewed the camaraderie they'd been missing. They remembered they're not alone. What happened here is a message to America from 13 Vietnam veterans.
There's a lot of love in this valley right now.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. A lot of victory. Death Valley is a wrong name for this place.
At last I'm coming home to you. Open up your heart. I need to feel your love right now. Please take my hand in yours and let me feel your love. I'll help you understand my feelings. Oh, I'm reaching out. Please don't turn away from me now. Open up your heart. Let me